guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Holly. Today I have a video that I've been wanting to do for a while, but I had never really worked up the courage, and that is going to be doing a no Etsy stickers monthly view spread in my Erin Condren. So if you're familiar with my channel, I normally actually do monthly view spreads using Etsy kits from Etsy shops, and I love them. I think they're super functional, but I've always talked about wanting to try to do one just using like my Happy Planner stickers and washi tapes and things like that. Just to like let you know that you could do it on a more budget style. You don't have to buy a kit every month. And then actually this month I totally forgot to like order a monthly kit for May until the middle of April, and it's not here yet. So I actually need to do it for functionality this month in addition to just wanting to try this out. So just to add a fun little challenge, I am gonna not try to use any of my stickers from like my Etsy shops, just because I know not everybody's able to buy Etsy stickers. So I'm going to go ahead and dive in. I will do this in fast forward, but I'll do a voiceover to talk you through what I'm doing and where I'm pulling things in from. Okay guys, so for the theme for this spread, I decided to go with a black, pink, and gold theme. I just thought because I'm using the neutral planner and there's already all the black accents, I thought that would look really nice and still could look kind of springy if I brought in the right accents. I was actually inspired by, there was a really cute planner gems kit for May that I kind of regretted not getting that had pink tulips on a black background. And I was kind of inspired by that. So up at the top, I'm just using this black and white polka dotted Scotch tape that I just got at Target to cover up that top and just kind of create a little design up there. My edges aren't perfect, but I am surviving. And then I have this sticker sheet from Target. I got it in the $1 section, and it had these little springy type words in pink and gold foil and pink kind of glitter, and then also the aqua glitter, but I decided not to bring that in. So I layered those over on the side. And then on the left side of the page, I decided I wanted the May 2017 still to show because I didn't have any cute letters to use to cover up or to like use over top of the washi. So I needed that still to show, so I knew what month it was, obviously. And so I went ahead and just kind of cut little flags around the words and left that there. And so I am making like a little diamond or some sort of shape, little inlet there to let those show. I ended up kind of wishing I had done something along the top or the bottom there because I feel like it looks like a little too open, but it works. And then I'm bringing in more of those kind of pink glitter flowers over on the sides just so they just to pick up that design, which I think looks pretty cute. And then I decided to use the same washi to block out the days, not in the month. I know it looks like a lot of black right now, but I'll bring in some more colors kind of as I'm doing the spread. And this is kind of what, if I have like a kit from an actual shop, I actually prefer when it's like that, where it's the design kind of melds in with the top so that you kind of know that all of those are days that aren't in the month. I don't know if that makes any sense. So now I'm doing it at the days that are kind of at the end of the month as well, and just layering all of this there and filling that in with this same washi tape. I need to see if they have any more of it at Target. I'm going to be sad if I run out of this. I use it a lot. It's a good kind of basic one. I did end up cutting the page with my X-Acto blade, which is why I try to avoid using it, but sometimes it does make things easier. And then I decided to bring in some more of those kind of puffy words down at the bottom, but I wanted to bring in a little bit of extra. So I'm looking for a sticker in my Happy Planner sticker books that could work. You'll see that there's one over on the left already that has a gold foil backing. That is from a Recollection sticker book that I also got at Michael's. You'll see that later in the haul. I just forgot to do that on camera. Looking for that sticker. And now I'm just kind of moving things around and putting that word bloom there. And I just thought that looked really cute. And then for the sidebar, I'm trying out like a little bit of this black and gold pineapple tape to see, this is from Simply Gilded, to see if I liked this, but I decided that it was a little too much black, so I wanted to bring in some pink instead. So I'm going with this kind of soft pink floral. I'm pretty positive this was from a Recollections tube from a while ago, but it's kind of transparent, so I went ahead and whited out those words at the top, and now I'm just lining that up just for some decoration at the top because I didn't have too much I needed to put in the sidebar, so I just filled that in. And now from my Happy Planner sticker book, I'm grabbing just a few functional stickers to fill in the sidebar. You could always just leave it blank, but I decided since I had these stickers and I thought they were kind of cute, it would be nice to just use those. And I was just seeing if I liked any of these other stickers better, but these worked for me. And because they're sized for the Happy Planner, they're already kind of nice and long, so you have plenty of room to write things in, which is awesome. And then I'm taking the washi to kind of put in the middle of the sections just to break it up a bit. And I'm using that Today one, but I'm going to cover up the Today with that goals sticker that is currently hanging on my hand there. And I thought that looked pretty cute. And then I'm just using more washi at the bottom there. And then I thought that looked a little too plain, so I wanted to bring in some of this tape from Simply Gilded. It is a gold foil tape. It was really more intended for the holiday season, but I just used the little words that said love and cheer because I just thought that looked cute. And then at the top, I wanted a slightly bigger sticker. And here's that Recollection sticker book that I mentioned. And so I'm looking for one that could work in that one. And I found this one that just says love, but it had the black and the pink in there, and I thought that looked really cute. So next I wanted to go ahead and mark out my vacations. We have 2 trips in May. So I wanted to get those down first so I could kind of work around those when I was planning. And first I'm using this really delicate pink and gold washi tape from Simply Gilded. And I love that washi, but I was like worried it didn't stand out enough. So then I tried to use it as a backing to this black and white diagonal stripe tape, but I feel like it totally covered it up. So that was kind of pointless to put it as a backing. You can see it a little bit more in person, but still not great. So just going ahead and doing that for this first trip, we're going to Cancun, which I'm super excited about. And the second trip is over Memorial Day weekend. It's one of my husband's friends' 30th birthday kind of events. So that will be fun. So now I'm just putting all of that down, again, layering the 2 washis because I just thought that looked kind of cute. But like I said, it looks a little better in person, but it probably wasn't worth it to layer them like that. It just kind of was annoying. And next I have this sticker sheet that is from Sugar Paper at Target, and it has all these gold foil stickers, and I'm using the little flags to kind of mark the ends of the trip. And then they had a sticker that said vacation, so I put that over the kind of the first one when we're going to Cancun, and then they had some blank write-on labels for the to mark out like anything that you want, and I just use that to mark out the cabin weekend. And then I was looking in this gold foil sticker book just to see if there's anything else I wanted to add there, but I decided not to. And so off camera, I spent a lot of time trying to figure out how to mark down my bills. There was not like a great way to do it. I couldn't really decide on a way. Oh, but first I'm marking down the pills for Sarita, and I layered a paw print from the Recollections with a little gold foil heart from the Sugar Paper one. But then for the bills, you can see I decided to use those gold foil checks that are on it's like an old Recollections sheet from Michaels. I just didn't find any dollar signs, and there are cute bill due stickers from the Happy Planner book, but they were just too big and it would like take up the entire day if I put it in the monthly view, and so I decided not to use that. You'll see I also just grabbed a dinner with friends sticker and put that. I'm going out to happy hour that night. And I also used a little drink sticker from that same Recollections pink and teal pack. And then on Friday, I am grabbing a little gold foil flag again, just to mark down payday. Like I said, there weren't a ton of great ones. I couldn't find a dollar sign that I liked. And so I layered just that little pink asterisk over that instead to mark down payday. And I'm using that for all of my paydays in the month and just going ahead and filling those in now. The same way. I just like to do that to keep the symbol consistent. I think it really helps like visually to understand what's going on. And so then I'm also taking these little glasses from that pink and teal Recollection sheet to mark down that I needed to change my contacts. And I had multiples of those sheets, so I just grabbed one on another sheet as well to note that down. And then I am moving on to the more bills here. I have a ton of bills due this particular week of the month. It's always like the first week of the month and the third week of the month for whatever reason. And then I also wanted to mark down Mother's Day, and I'm using a pink and gold foil Scotch washi tape that I got at Target as a background just to make, is one of these transparent stickers from the Happy Planner sticker book, the seasonal one, or maybe not the seasonal one, maybe the functional one, but either way, it's transparent. So I like putting something behind it just to make it even pop out more, especially since Mother's Day. I definitely need to remember to call my mom. And I also did the same for Memorial Day, but I didn't layer anything underneath it since I already had the vacation kind of marked out on that day. And here I am just going through again with the rest of those bills just to get all of those down before I add the other events. And then I saw on that recollection sheet there were some really cute gold foil bill due ones, so I was kind of mad at myself for not using those, but oh well. And then I'm trying to take one of these sugar paper birthday ones, and I messed up the first one, and the second one I smeared too, and so I was mad at myself, but it does say birthday in gold foil, so that's pretty cute. And I added the little cupcake from the recollection sheet to add a little bit of flair there. And then on the 18th, I just used a gold foil arrow that's kind of hard to see to mark down a reminder about my husband. And then on the 12th, I wanted to mark down that even though I'm getting back from vacation the day before, I am taking that day off of work still. So I am trying to decide on a sticker here that I could use for that. And so I grabbed a circular today sticker from the Happy Planner book to just mark that down. I thought that looked pretty cute. And then I wanted to note down that week that I had brunch scheduled with some girlfriends. We have our journal club, and that little transparent brunch sticker is from the Happy Planner functional book. And then on the 17th, I have two things I wanted to mark down. We have our monthly cleaning appointment. So I'm taking one of those kind of transparent stickers again with the little asterisk next to it to note that, which I thought looked really cute. And then that night, my husband and I are planning on seeing Guardians of the Galaxy, and there is the sequel, and there is a cute movie night, but I thought the two script words on the same day looked a little redundant, so I just used the date night sticker instead. And so then I just wanted to also layer in the Cinco de Mayo holiday since I had it. And then that was pretty much it for the main events of the month. So I wanted to go through and add a little bit more deco because it was looking very black and gold and not a ton of pink. So I wanted to bring in a little bit more of that. So I'm looking through the Happy Planner book for any sort of pink flowers. And there were some, but they had a lot of green on them. So I ended up just kind of cutting the green off. I just didn't want to bring in another color. I don't think the green actually would have looked bad in retrospect, but I just kind of cut them down. And then there's like the little umbrella deco, and all of these are on like the transparent sheet. So they're really easy to incorporate and just kind of layer over without looking like kind of jamming up your spread. And I didn't use date dots. You could always use date dots that you found at Michael's. I didn't really feel like I needed them since I was going with a black theme anyway, and the numbers are already in black. But yeah, I actually thought this turned out pretty cute. I was really pleased with it, and fairly impressed with being able to pull this together with just like recollection sticker and Happy Planners. Let me know if you guys like this or if you've ever tried anything like it down in the comments below, and give this video a thumbs up if you like seeing videos like this. So anyway guys, thanks so much for watching, and don't forget to subscribe. Bye!